This is episode 22 of the Remix Your World podcast with Kimberly Davis. Welcome to Remix Your World. I'm Allison Kalagna, global DJ and music producer turned life remixer and personal growth coach. In each episode, we bring you real talk, inspiring stories, and heartfelt conversations of personal transformation to help you uplift and amplify your life. This is the Remix Your World podcast. Hey, just a heads up, I have a free gift that I gave you guys from the last episode all about getting your goals done. If you did not listen to that episode, check it out. It is episode 21. You can head over to remixyourworld.com/21 to listen to the episode. And I have a free gift for you. I have a goal setting workbook that I've designed for my clients and my students. And I decided this year, hey, why not give it away? So I'm going to give it to you guys for free as well. Maybe you've got several different ones in mind. If you do, that's okay. I'm going to help you get really clear of which one you can tackle. And once you go through this process, you'll see that you'll be able to do this for other goals as well. It's a new year. We get so excited around New Year's and we get all gung-ho about lots of things that we want to do, and then we kind of can taper off, right? And I don't want that to happen to you. This free goal workbook will help you break through that. So again, I will link it up in the show notes for this episode, but if you didn't listen to that episode, head on back, remixyourworld.com/21, and grab that ebook that I have for you. Brooklyn native Kimberly Davis, only child to Carol Jean Davis, is embracing her family heritage. In fact, it was her late mother, a singer for such elite Motown creatives as Smokey Robinson, who introduced the little girl to music. Even her father was a musician, thanks to his trusty saxophone. Kimberly's home was the perfect garden in which to grow a giant talent. In her own words, I've been singing since I could talk. Growing up in a musical household, you can't help but love and appreciate all types of music. She is eagerly involved in anything and everything musical, from elementary school to her attendance at the prestigious LaGuardia High School of Music and the Arts. The school that inspired the movie Fame nurtured Kimberly's unmistakable talent as well. It was there that she joined an all-girls group originally called Petite that was later changed to Ex-Girlfriend, managed by Full Force. Sensing her own potential and feeling restricted within the age group, Kimberly made the choice to push forward as a solo artist. Her life's decision came just in time before she also became the mother to her only child, Jamel Davis. Even when working a 9-to-5 office job, Kimberly avidly pursued her burning passion for singing. That exact unswerving commitment helped her transition herself to a full-time gig as a vocalist. From her work on soundtracks and jingles, and with her background of singing and touring, Kimberly kept turning her dreams into reality with full force. Right out of the gate, her first single, Get Up from D1 Music, reached number 12 on the Billboard Dance Club charts. Her next single, Twist of Love, built on that first success. It was played by over 200 radio stations, debuting at number 41 on Billboard's Hot Club Play charts. After just a few weeks, it had skyrocketed up to number 9, where it remained for 4 weeks more. But as they say, third time's the charm. Her single With You landed her the number 4 spot on the Billboard Dance Club charts. Most recently, Kimberly's unique vocal prowess was featured for the world by Tony Moran and Nigel Rodgers in My Fire. She hopes to share her glorious fire on television at gay pride parades and as many festivals as possible. Kimberly Davis is now lead singer for the famous disco band Chic, featuring Nile Rodgers. Today, she glows under that spotlight throughout the world in performances by invitation. Across North America, South America, Europe, Asia, the UK, and even down under, audiences on every continent respond to Kimberly's exceptional vocal prowess. Across every culture, people can feel the heart, soul, and passion she always infuses in her music. Kimberly is striving to create a legacy that will forever honor her music and voice as the once little girl who sang her face off every chance she got and who always stayed humble but stayed fierce. She wants her fans to feel nothing but euphoria when they hear her sing, because there's nothing like a dance floor to help everyone forget the drama of daily life. Kimberly's journey has been rewarding, but her persist of more growth continues unquenched. Up next, more and more music. She says, I've sung since I could talk, and I'm not stopping anytime soon.
Yo, check this out.
So, what if you had more creativity, joy, and passion in your life? What if you created more time to do what you love? What if you found the courage to pursue the visions that lie inside you? What if you didn't let the fear of judgment hold you back from living out loud? And what if you were in a community of fierce allies who inspired you to be the best version of yourself? It's that time again, my friends. It is CIJ season, and I get so excited because this is when I start teaching this class, and I would love for you to be a part of it. It's 8 weeks of work and a lifetime of change. I took this course as a student over a decade ago, and it opened my eyes to a whole new way of living. When I became a coach, I knew that this powerful course had to be one of my offerings. I loved it. So I would be honored to share this with you. The CIJ Clarity Catalyst is based on a Stanford University's master's degree class in transformation. I have taught this course for the last 3 years inside companies, privately with clients, and online with people all over the world. If this is something you are interested, if you are in a place right now where you feel a little stuck and you don't know where to start, CIJ is for you. If you're in a place right now where you feel really good, but you just want to up level, CIJ is the place for you. Or if you are in a place where you have an idea and you're just a little too afraid to go for it, CIJ is here for you. Hit me up, remixyourworld.com/CIJ. Set up an appointment with me. We'll get on Skype or the phone, and we'll see if you and I are a good fit. If we are in alignment and in frequency together, then hell, come on to class. I would love to have you in. If not, that's okay too. But whatever you do, make this year the best year that you possibly can. And with that, make you the best version of yourself that you possibly can. I hope to see you in class.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, world? This is episode 22 of the Remix Your World podcast with me, Allison Kalagna, and today I'm sitting down with Kimberly Davis. Now, one of my favorite remixes that I did was actually of Kimberly Davis. It was her and Tony Moran. The song was called You're Good For Me. And I got the parts from Tony. And when I heard her vocal, I was just like, oh my God. I mean, Lord, this woman can sing. So I'm excited to bring y'all to her because she's amazing. I mean, if you follow dance music, you've heard her sing in the clubs. And if you follow what she's going on tour and doing now, I'm talking big shit. We're talking big time stuff. She is on tour, lead singer with Chic. Now, come on, y'all. Freak out. Good times. I mean, I could just keep going. And, well, I'll get into it because she's going to talk about all the other music that they're singing on tour because they're with Nile Rodgers, who wrote so many hits that you can't even believe how many hits this man has written. I'll let her talk about that. But she is on tour now with Cher. Oh! I mean, how do you not say Cher and not have a hair flip moment? I can't do it. It's either that, if I could turn, it just comes out naturally. I can't help it, y'all. But anyway, I'm really excited for you to hear Kimberly Davis and I's conversation. It's candid. It's fun. We cut up. It's silly. But she breaks down some really good information about being a singer, coming up as a singer, getting on the road, living as a singer, touring and doing her thing as a singer, So for all my singers out there, music producers, and any artist out there who is just trying to break through, this is a great story, and I'm happy that I can bring her to you. So without further ado, let's get to it. Here is my conversation with Kimberly Davis.
Hello?
Oh, there she is. What's up?
All right. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Oh my God, we have been playing phone tag. Oh, but I'm so glad to finally have you.
Forever. Yes, I'm here.
Where are you in the world? Have you left
I'm
yet?
I'm home. I am luxuriating in the house, which means I'm cleaning it up.
Yes, ma'am. Hmm.
And that's it. And I'm packing up because again, we leave in 5 days
5 days. Oh my gosh. And how
for
long will
another
you be
tour.
gone?
Yeah, for like a month and about 5 weeks.
Okay. Where's your first stop?
We're going to Florida first. We're touring with Cher, so we're gonna do all of that.
Oh my God.
She's all East Coast.
So tell me, I was going to get to that, but since you dropped it first, let's get into it. What is that like? Have you ever been on tour with her, or is this the first time?
This is our first time. She actually requested us. She called up now personally and was like, "You need to be doing this tour with me." That's really the story. She basically didn't ask. She was like, "This is what needs to happen."
I love that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how do you turn down Cher? I mean,
No, you don't.
You don't.
We toured with Duran Duran. We toured with Earth, Wind and Fire and Lionel Richie. So now this will be our 4th tour.
Wow. Well, that's so exciting. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right. Well, let's just rewind the record a little bit, and because I just want to know a little bit about your history, and then we'll get into all of that. But first off, thank you so much for coming on. I know you are super busy, and
yay! I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, and one of my favorite tracks that I remixed was actually yours. So like when I reached out to Tony, I was like, "Can you get me in contact with her, please?" He was like,
Absolutely.
"Of course."
Right, give it a minute, but of course.
Yeah, no, I loved remixing that track, so that was great. I look forward to some more things in the future with him, so I'm excited.
Oh yeah, we got some more stuff coming, don't worry.
I know, I'm excited. So tell us about music. Was a big thing for you as a kid, is there
yeah.
So you did you grow up in Brooklyn?
I grew up in Brooklyn, born and raised. I've been singing since I could talk.
Wow.
And everybody knew it, every family reunion, every whatever. Come on, baby. It's always saying baby. So, and then my mom took me to see Fame, the movie. Like we literally went to see the movie. And I was like, okay, that's the school I'm going to. And that's the school I went to. Wow. And that's where I made like most of my adult friends. That's where I learned a whole lot about singing. And that's where I was started with a girls group. We were like managed by Full Force. We were called Petite. And then we changed the name to Ex-Girlfriend when we got with them. And, just we're doing, I'm still in high school, like, going to the studio and like doing shows, missing school because I'm doing shows.
Right.
That kind of thing.
But your family obviously was supportive, so
My mom was supportive up to a certain point, yes.
Okay. When did that point change?
When she saw crooked management and stuff like that, absolutely.
Yeah. What was your first moment of like, shit can get really shady in this business? Do you remember how young were you?
Yeah, we were 16.
Wow.
We were 16 and it was a lot going on. And I was like, OMG. And, this is a bit much, going on tour. A lot of people wanted us to go on tour with them, but unsupervised. And we were like, no.
Unsupervised at 16.
We were 16s going on 17 and you wanted us to come on tours, with nothing but guys.
Oh no.
So we opted not to.
Good.
And I mean, and that's a lot of longevity because I can't, I'm sorry, somebody was checking in on the phone. It's if you say your integrity like at a young age like that, then that's just how you'll always do. Yeah. Which is why, I'm not Beyonce, but I'm doing what I do because I'm doing it the right way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And your way. And that's the only way you can do it is your way, and your way is the right way,
Yeah.
It's
but
like,
you're comfortable with.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite childhood memories of involving music? Back around that time before you started to like, this is getting serious.
Oh gosh, just being around family and singing and always being taken somewhere and winning the show. Just going. She always a ringer, and nobody knew it because I was always humble. I'm still humble, so you just never know what's gonna come out of my mouth. You don't expect it because I'm not walking in like I got this, because that'll be the minute that you trip and fall right before you get to the stage.
No, that's right.
So knock it off.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever had any moments like that where like
No, not yet. I tripped and fell, but it wasn't on the stage, thank God. I remember at a very young age choking off of the fogger, which they're made differently now, but still I don't like them.
No.
They're a hazard to your voice.
Yeah.
So those are things that we kind of like.
They drive me crazy in the club too. I'm like, y'all trying to kill me with this.
Y'all are trying to kill me. That's what y'all trying to do.
There is a much better way now, but it's still, I get it. Yeah.
Oof, yes.
And like, it can't be good for singers. No
Not
way.
at all. Not at all. It's actually, it's toxic. It's all kinds of stuff.
So when did you decide that you were going to then just go for it full time? This is it.
Well, actually, I had been working like all my life, just working. And I was like at my city job in New York City. I had it for a long time, 17 years. I was a supervisor and all kinds of stuff. And Ralph Rowe, who was a good friend of mine, he's the drummer of Chic. And he said to me, "What are you doing?" And I said, "You just called me at work. What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm at work." And he said, "So why aren't you here?" I said, "Why aren't I where, Ralph?" And he says, we're having auditions for Chic and you need to be down here right now. And I was like, okay. So I got up as the supervisor that I was with my 2-hour lunch breaks. I got up and I went to the audition and I drove all the way to the audition. And when I got there, I saw Ralph and I was like, "What?" And he was looking at me. He looked at me like, no. We're not playing right now. And then oh, okay. So, but he gave me a look like,
Right.
And so I was like, okay. So, we got up there. Nala's there. He's grinning like he always do. And you got Jerry. And then I also knew the keyboard player. So I'm like giving him a head nod, like, what up? And what song you singing? I'm singing I Want Your Love, because that was always my favorite. So I said, okay, I sing the song, and by the time the song is said and done, because mind you, this is an audition, so there's girls already went and girls that are waiting, and inside and outside. So when it was all said and done, that audition, after I said, "I Want Your Love," and did whatever they do at the end, they have a tag out that I didn't know of. And they were like, "Just tag it out." And I said, "Oh, okay." So I just tagged it out, and the manager rolled on me and gave me the rest of the itinerary for the year. Wow. And asked me, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I have a job." They were going to Italy like in a week. Oh, and I was like, "Wait, what?" I have a job. And he said, "Not anymore." And I literally went back to my job and took my pictures off the wall and said, "Love you, mean it."
Wow.
I was out of there. And the sad part is I haven't even gone back. I'm like, dang, I did have friends.
Wow. But that was it. That was it.
It was sayonara, and I was gone. And they were looking at me like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yup." My husband was looking at me like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yup." And he said, "Okay." And that's what it was. And I've been with Chic ever since. And that's 10 years.
Wow. Now, was Niall in the room when you auditioned, or?
Yeah, he was on the guitar and everything. And that's what it was. And all the girls that were sitting there were like, "What just happened?" Like they didn't even know what just happened.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So that's how I know it was ordained.
Who was the first person you told?
Oh, I came home
Besides the job, y'all, I got to go.
Besides the job, well, it had to be my husband, because he would have, you just can't up and quit your job talking about, "Hey, honey," you can't do that. So you have to start explaining immediately. So that's what it was. And that's what he said, "Are you sure?" And I said yes. And then that was it. And after that, it was family. It was besties. It was all kinds of people. What?
Wow,
out of there. Because nobody could believe it. And that was what you call a leap of faith.
Yeah. Big. Yeah.
Big time.
Big time. But then
Like humongously.
that's the beauty though. It's like at some point in any creative endeavor or any lifetime moment of life, it's like you have to jump.
You have to
jump.
do it.
If you don't jump, you are never gonna know if
You're just gonna be standing there swinging your arms.
Yep. You have to jump. Wow, I love that. So what was the biggest challenge in that then once you left to go on tour? There must have been,
just leaving
challenges.
home,
Okay.
leaving home, leaving. My son was older, so it wasn't, like he was a tween or anything like that. But, and he understood it because he had seen me do this all his life.
Right.
This is not the first thing I've done. I've been out of high school after a girl group breakup. It was, background tours. It was all kinds of stuff, and working on my stuff alone as well. So, yeah, it was always something. Music was always there. It was always in the building. So he understood it. So it was, just being married and just not spending time because I'm never home. It was like, so he comes with me on tour a whole lot. Like the guys are like, where's Kevin? They'll ask for him before they see me.
So obviously, I'm sure he's musical. What is his thing?
No, he's a football. He was a retired football player, so an ex-cop and stuff. And he's retired only through an injury. So it just worked out to where I left my city job and he left his city job within like 2 years. Wow. So we were both like free to have brunch at any time.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's what that was supposed to be.
Does he go on tour with you a lot? Or
he goes a lot. He'll go for maybe the first 2 weeks or whatever before he's worn out because he thinks it's easy. So I said, listen, it's not what your people think. It's like,
right.
They think it's easy peasy and it's cute, but we don't get to sometimes even see where we are.
Wow.
Because we're either asleep or we just got there and now we're gone.
Yeah, so paint a day for us. Show us what it's like. So you show up, just give us like 24 hours. How does that go down?
We might have, first the airport. The airport is the first thing because you have 5 bags because you're on tour for a month. So you got to deal with your bags and then you check in and you're doing all of that. And you can possibly have a 7-hour flight. Because we do a lot of UK, a lot of the Europe. So you got 7 hours on the plane. Now you have to get your bags from the carousel, and now you have to drive to your hotel, which could be about an hour and a half, maybe. And you get there, you're hungry. So now everybody's like, what are we eating? So now you've got, because for one thing about Chic, we are family, for real.
Okay.
Like right now, I'm on the phone with you and they're having a conversation on our WhatsApp, chat, because that's just what we do. We know that we're all getting ready to see each other again and we're still on each other's phone, telling jokes, sending jokes and gifts and whatnot. So, But so that's what we do. So it's like, what are you doing? What are you eating? You hungry? Yeah, I'm being hungry. Okay, so you sleep. I'm tired. I'm not doing it. Okay, you have a whole bunch of things going on. Everybody arranges dinner. We go eat. We crash. We get up the next day. It's sound check. Now you got sound check. In between that, it's dinner and a show. And it might be on to the next one right after the show, or take a couple of hours and then get up and on to the next one.
Wow.
So that's tour life. Unless we're staying there for an extra day or we have a day off.
How many often does that happen though?
With Cher, it's because it's different with each tour.
Okay.
So because every main artist has their own flow. Duran Duran was like, I'm not doing anything past 2. Okay. So it's 2 and then a day off, and then that's how it's gonna go. 1 and a day off, 2 and a day off, no 3s at all. Earth, Wind and Fire, they were more like, okay, no more than 2, but we can have 2 days off and then 3 in a row, kind of thing, depending on the location. And Lionel Richie, it was very much, he was so cute. I love Lionel Richie. He was just like, so like the man, the whole time, just cool with it. But, he had the same flow. None of them want to do like more than 2 in a row. So Cher is every other day.
Okay.
I'm not mad at her.
No.
I can be a man.
I I am not mad at that.
I could be a man down for one day, every other day, girl.
I'm like, oh, if I could turn back time.
You know what I'm saying? And then go sit down. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Yes.
That feels
That's what
so
I'm
good.
saying. Yes. And I love them. And see, with Chic, we usually do up to 2 hours in a show. But and that's including Niall talking and whatever, taking a moment or the band jamming. But with a tour, we only do an hour set, so it goes by so fast. It's ridiculous. Wow. By the time you finish, by the time we sing Everybody Dance, we're singing Good Times, and it's all over.
And that's over. Wow.
Yeah. So and the adrenaline makes you go faster because, you know, if the crowd is really, really hyped up, it's the easiest gig ever. The gig is the part we got. It's the travel and being around people, the same people every day, every minute of the day, though. It's like every minute of the day except sleep.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And I'm sure
I told them
that
my second family.
Yeah. And then you get to a point where it's like, I love you, but I need a minute. You know,
I need a minute. And we all do it. That's what's so funny.
I love you, but no, right now.
Okay,
I need
not
a
right
minute.
now.
I mean, what is the best part about being on stage? You know, like what is like that?
Oh, the reaction.
Okay.
Definitely the reaction of the people. They are losing their minds.
Yeah, I mean, because these songs these are timeless hit.
There's no
songs.
sitting down.
Yeah.
It's from the first song all the way to the last song. And if you're sitting down on the first 2 songs, which is Everybody Dance and Dance, Dance, Dance. But you're getting it.
Yeah.
You're getting it. You're like, oh, okay, right. So that's why they did this song. Because not everybody knows what song Chic did.
Right.
They don't even know half the time.
Wow.
So then when
they're
you
like,
say,
oh, damn, they did
right,
this song
when
too?
you say Freak Out and Good Times, then they go, oh. And now they got Freak Out and Good Times, but then they don't even get into the songs that he produced, which is Diana Ross,
right,
Madonna, Duran Duran. Like, you don't even know, Sister Sledge. Like, you don't even get into all of that.
Man.
So it's a funny show to see their reaction when they go, oh, I remember this song. And then the third song is I Want Your Love, which I sing.
That's my jam. That's
right.
My damn
so now they're totally like, oh, wait. And then they're live and she can sing. Okay, hold on. Right. You know, and then you get to the hits, which is, you know, I'm Coming Out and Upside Down. And We Are Family and Greatest Dancer. Oh, what? Wow. He's our greatest dancer. That's
I had to actually look that up of what they were saying. Me and my friend Shane, we were in the car and it came on and I was like, yes. And he's singing one word and I'm singing another. And I'm like, what the hell are they saying? And so I was like, wow. Or, oh no, now. Oh,
yes.
We had
Oh,
like,
what? Wow.
Oh,
yes.
what? Wow. Okay, good.
Yes.
You
and
just solved the riddle.
It's so funny because who was it? I walked in there singing, I wonder why.
Oh.
And he was like, what? He stopped the whole band. He was like, what are you saying? And I was like, huh? Because that's it. But we tear those words up because Niall has a way of writing songs that, like, everybody thinks that for We Are Family, everyone can see we're together as we walk on by and we fly we're saying and we fly just like birds of a feather. But his word is and we flock just like birds of a feather. Because Niall will always throw a word in there that is like so different but still makes sense that you wouldn't think that, what? They flock? Oh, okay. I guess. Then we do flock. So that's what he does. We tear the words up to half the songs that, you know, yeah. When I used to do club day bands and we were singing Good Times, I was like, oh my God. A rumor has it that's not what we were saying.
No.
It was a mess what we were saying. Like, who even knew what we were saying? That was probably when we started just making up a word. So, you know, he always does that. But yeah, by the time we get to all of those songs, then everybody's been on their feet and they're sweating, trying to get on stage.
Can you remember one of the first moments of like somebody that just completely captivated your heart from the crowd, that just like where it's stuck in your brain? This one person was just feeling it so much.
Yeah, and it's you know what? It's a few of them because those are the ones that I always. Because when at the end of each show we do Good Times, and we pick people to come on stage. Now, whether they are people that have bought like a VIP package, whether they're our relatives or whatever the case may be, you know, there's a group of people that get on stage, and I could have one person that I've been rocking with all through the show, like full attention. They're putting up the heart sign, you know, all kinds of stuff. You know, I'm winking. We're doing all kinds of stuff. We're laughing. And then they don't get on stage. And that'll be the person that I'm like telling security, let him or her up right now. And they going to get their life up on stage taking selfies with Niall and me and the band. Yeah. What? That's like, they don't even, like that little thing right there is like giving somebody a life. They love it. Yeah. And it's about the crowd, because we've done gigs in Monte Carlo where they said we can't tap our toe on the ground unless the Prince comes in here. Ooh. and he's about that life. And we were like, wait, what? Because we don't even understand that. Like, this is disco music. Like, we don't even understand it.
You can't tap your foot.
They told them, which is the law, you cannot, if he's coming to the function, which everybody's going to know if he's coming. If he's coming to the function, y'all better sit down and shut up until he comes in the room. If he stands up to dance, then y'all can get your groove on. If he doesn't, then y'all need to sit it on down. And we've done several gigs for him, and one of them was his function, and he never got up. And the people, and he, you know, he was just like enjoying the music, but he never got up because that was his function. He wasn't about to, you know, do all of that. But you had the people like Robin Thicke, who didn't care. He was in the aisles dancing. There was a girl right in front that got up and danced, and the people at her table told her to sit down.
Oh no!
It's like that. But now we've done a gig where they were looking at us up and down like, And when he walked in that room, he already had his hands up in the air going, oh, because you and Niall used to be buddies. So when he walked into that room, because as Niall was looking at him like, yo, knock it off. Me and him used to get drunk together. Like, that's his boy. So when he walked in the room that particular time, he came in with his hands up. And next thing you know, everybody was on the stage. They was grabbing the mics. It was pandemonium. Wow. Because so we've done both kinds of crowds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where they're looking at us like, because they're all drunk and it's a convention. You know, it could be like a Microsoft convention and they're like all over it, drunk, falling all over each other, and then they'll just dance off a good time. Those kind of crowds is like, oh, okay, this is rehearsal. This is rehearsal for us right now, guys.
Yeah, and then you know when you're with people who are like living for this, like are waiting for the day.
Yes, because we don't even do those gigs anymore. So I know that's how I know Niall is getting his second life.
That's amazing. Do you have a ritual before you perform?
What I do is vocal rest. Okay. You know, the day of, you know, not a whole bunch of nonsense. Vocal resting. I do my peppermint tea. Okay. For the throat, and honey, no lemon, just peppermint tea and honey. And I'd have to have Ricolas while I'm on stage. Okay. I love me a Ricola.
Honey, lemon, herbal. What's your flavor?
flavor? Yeah. The honey, no, the eucalyptus. There's a eucalyptus one, but then there's one that's just honey. Okay. So I do the honey, and that's it. And just my warm up is playing my little turning my little speaker on for Pandora and just singing along with the music. You know, I don't do like the vocalises, you know, I don't do all of that. Yeah. I just sing a song. Okay. And I'll sing a couple of them back to back to just warm up my throat. And that's it.
Yeah. Does it change? Does it change? Or you sing the same songs a lot of times?
Nope, we have the same show. Okay. Yep. And sometimes depending on the length of the show, it'll be you know, just a shorter set. But I'm the lead singer, so I'm going to sing at least 3 times, even in a short set. So, like, for real. You know, I'm singing all the songs, but I mean, like, lead. Yeah. Wow.
How talk to us about spiritual practice and faith.
Oh, absolutely. You have to have all of it. We joke about Niall getting on the plane because we know that first of all, anybody that survived the 70s, stop. Anybody that survived the 70s. All right. So you did that. Then you turned around and survived bankruptcy. Then you turned around and survived cancer twice.
Wow.
And now you are living your best life. What plane you getting on? Because that's the one I need to get.
Okay.
So that's the stuff that we would say to joke around, but it's not a joke. He is real. God is real. And we need to talk about blessings. Blessings. Who walks up off of their job and is still able to pay the rent? Like who's, be grateful for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just be grateful that I have friends that I had to let go because y'all was friends until until the hateration started.
Okay.
Which is like, I thought we was past that. Like, girl, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so what? I got you, or whatever the case may be. But, people don't really appreciate you. So you just got to find the ones, like Will Smith said, find the ones that can fan your flame and let's go.
Yes.
And that doesn't mean that I'm the hottest thing in the room. It just means that to surround yourself by people that believe in what you do and they see you doing it and they're like, oh, okay, there she go. That's my girl.
Yeah.
Not barely pressing like because you mad you wasn't there. Like, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
So those are the ones. And the older I get, the more I'm like, okay, I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't need it. And I'm like, but you can't get rid of everybody that does, one thing wrong. Because people going to do that all day. Because if you did that, you have no friends.
Yeah. No.
You wouldn't be messing with nobody. You
know who your tribe is. It's
yes.
Like who's there to really support. And for me, it's like I've always thought too. It's like my tribe, they are fanning the flames, but they're not afraid to put that flame out when something's not right. They're not afraid to say, hey, we need to dial it back for a moment and, hold me accountable. So that.
Oh, for whatever. That's right.
Whatever. Yeah.
That's right. And speak on it and then we can move on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But not everybody could do that. So it's like, ugh. But you have to be connected with everything that's going on in the world. You have to have a relationship with God. Yeah. And I know I came into Chic and I was like, my very first gig, I was like, all right, I wanted to make a circle so we could pray. And they was looking at me crazy. And I said, wait, what? Y'all don't pray before a gig?
Wow.
And I was very shocked and appalled. And I let it rock for a little bit. And then I was like, no. We're going to have, because I was taking my own. But then I was like, no, there's dissension here.
Yes.
So I don't appreciate it. And the dissension was the other chick in the band. So once she left and we got the girl that we wanted and now love, it's all good. Y'all better pray. And don't be ashamed to do it. I don't know what's wrong with you people. We have gone like, and that's me all day. Like one time we were in a plane and it was like a puddle jumper. And it was like 4 of them because we were all going from one little island to the next. And when the engine turned off and we kind of dipped in the sky, usually the other one kicks in because there's 2 engines to those little planes.
Right.
So when when one goes out, the other one is supposed to click right in. But this one was manual. So we kind of dipped out of the sky a little bit until he turned it back on. And all I did was bow your heads. Bow your heads. Because I was like, no, we're not doing this right now. No. We are not doing this right now. But I mean, I remember being in Turkey and we got out the airport and, we got the drivers. It's pandemonium over there. When I say pandemonium, just pandemonium, because they know that you're a tourist, you stick out like a sore thumb, and you are immediately a target as soon as you get there. You know what I mean? So you just gotta make sure you maintain full awareness in places like that. We get to our hotel, we're doing the show. We get to the hotel that afternoon, that evening is the show. We're in the middle of the show and people's phones are going off, including ours. People's phones are going off. They just bombed the Turkey airport in Istanbul. Damn. But we just got out of that airport is what I'm saying.
Wow.
So we just packed our bags. Some people left the show and we finished. We finished the show and some people stayed, some people left, and we went back to the hotel, got our stuff, and we drove all the way to the other airport and got the hell up out of there. But yeah, you better, and I could, like, there's nothing that you could do. There's nothing that you could do at all. There's nothing that your family member could do. There's nothing that you could do.
Yeah.
So you just gotta have faith. When you are traveling, stuff like when the in Japan, when they had the whole tsunami, and then they had the earthquake that caused the what was it? It wasn't the oil. It was the fumes that everybody had to evacuate everybody in Japan. And then they had an earthquake, and that was the reason why they had to do all of that. It was something blew, the nuclear power plant. Yeah. Yes, and it was horrible, and nobody was going over there. Chic was the only band that got off the plane in Japan. I can't even tell you how many paparazzi people were there and how many newspapers, because they couldn't believe it. They was like, y'all are the only ones. Oh my God. What do you need? What do you want? What do you want? What do you need?
Wow.
Because they couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I mean, and that takes like serious, faith, because in that too, it's like, that's enough reason to make anybody not even try to go and succeed at anything because of all of that, and it's like, you have to know, like, no, the universe, God, spirit, Jedi force, whatever you want to call it, has got me, and I'm going to do this,
Yep. And we're going to be right back in the house, and that's it. And that's what you got to believe in. And that's it. It's just so funny though. All the things that we've gone through over the past 10 years, and we still like each other. We were on a private plane, and the one flight attendant, she was I've never been on a plane with a band that liked each other. She said usually they all put on their headphones, nobody's talking. We're taking videos, we're cracking jokes, we're eating each other's food. We're in is this your bag? Okay, pass me my, we're busy all the time. And she just couldn't get over it. And she was like, wait, what you want? You want something to drink? Okay, then make that 2 Bloody Marys. Everybody knows everybody. Like, they know I'm only 2 bites. I'm going to order a mound of food. I'm only going to eat 2 bites. And then they're going to get to eat the rest. So they all want to eat with Kim. Let's go eat with Kim, because she's not going to eat it all. She'll have 2 drinks, though. She'll have those 2 Bloody Marys, but she's 2 bites all day. And so that, we all know each other.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you perform, now, didn't you just recently perform for White Party? I feel like I read that.
I did. I performed my stuff.
Your stuff, right? So like the stuff, so good for me. The stuff with Tony, right?
Yes, My Fire was the first song, and that was the one with Nile Rodgers that went #1 on Billboard for dance. And then we turned around and did You're Good for Me again with Tony. No Nile this time, but it went #1 as well. Yeah. So it was like 2 consecutive. So we're just trying to keep it up.
Yeah.
But I've been away. This was one of the busiest years, so I haven't had time to record. So now that when I'm home, for these little sneak times that I'm home, I'm recording. So we just did another song with Tony.
Nice.
And it's a really cute, chic song-ish. So I'm thinking of just putting the whole band on it. I already put 3 of the guys on it, and they're on it, and it sounds good. It's all live, and it's just awesome. And now we're just going to get some remixes going, and I'm going to pass it to you.
Oh, yes, you are. You're going to pass it to me. Okay. I know that's right.
Right.
So when you're playing for, the Rainbow Fam, is there a different side of sass that comes out of you when you're performing?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. It's so funny because I'm sitting here figuring out what I'm going to wear, because during the Chic tour, it's going to be a couple of shows that I do on my own, after we do like after parties kind of thing. And so I'm sitting here going, now what am I going to wear on the night? So I'm not going to do the wig, because with Chic, I wear a wig, because that's how it look. But when I'm Kim Davis, I don't.
Right.
So that's just what I'm doing. And I'm like, okay, so maybe I can wear, and I'm looking at this outfit like, oh, but I know my butt sticks out in this outfit. Like, you'll see some cheek. Okay, the hell with it.
They don't care.
That'll be the outfit that
we'll
I'll
be
never
all
get
about
on stage. Right. But there's a way to do it, because, we wear a lot of sheer stuff with Chic and whatnot, but we have bodysuits underneath and stuff like that. So it's all cool. But that one, I was like, oh no, yeah, I'm gonna wear this one for sure. booty cheeks out and everything, because that's what they love. They love to see you dare to do it.
Oh, they do, honey. Yeah, they're like, yes.
Yeah.
We do.
Love
Is there a difference between our crowd, like that in terms of energy, like LGBTQ crowd, like how we are as
yes. It's just a different, they are experiencing the same thing and they're loving the same thing. But it's just a different way of reacting. That's all. Because I know, like, I just did Sony Hall, and all I heard in the audience was like, "You better work, girl. You better sing, girl." That's what I heard the whole time. Like, that's them showing love. You know what I mean?
Fans cracking. And
yes.
It is.
I love it.
That's true. That's how you know. That's
how you know. I live.
I know. So if you were stuck on an island and you could only have one song to get you off of the island in terms of inspiration, what is the song?
Oh my God, it would be "Take Me to the King." I'm loving me some Tamala Man.
Okay.
Because you know why? Because I would be singing it the whole time. I would just be singing it, and that would help me get through anything.
Yeah.
Turning the music on and singing. Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
So I'll link
and
that
look,
up
and
in
not
the show
sure if
notes.
I'm gonna make it off that island. So.
Oh God! All right, and then one more song, and I'll let you go because I know you got to go, girl.
Okay.
So, if you only had one word to describe music, what would it be?
Inspirational.
I know that's right. Amen. You preaching to me, honey.
Because you're gonna remember. When you have a song that you remember in your head, it's because you were either doing something at the time, going through something at the time. So it's an inspiration to whatever it was. And it just keeps you motivated. Yeah. Okay, I remember this song because, oh my God, I used to be in love with Ronnie and he just treated me so bad. But then you get like, okay, it's inspiration and not go there no more. Now I just love the song.
Yeah, I love it. Beautiful. Well, I so appreciate you taking time and you coming on and talking to me. I just love you. I adore you. I love what you're up to. And I really appreciate it. And I know everyone listening is going to be so excited to hear what's coming and what you're going to be making.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure to link up all of your information in the show notes and how they can find you and all of that good stuff. And
Thank you, hon.
You are so welcome. So I'll make sure all of your socials and everything are in the show notes and they can all find
absolutely.
you. All right. Well, you have an amazing tour. I'm so excited. I'll be following you and looking at the pictures.
Please.
And let me know when you're going to come to Denver. You guys need to come to Denver. And if not, I'm going to bring you for a solo show. How about that?
Oh, yeah. You know why? Because we're going to be close. You need to really, really check out her Cher's webpage has all of our shows. Okay. And I think we're going to be close.
All right, good.
So it's nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump.
Hop, skip, I can do it.
Mwah, mwah.
Kisses. Take so much care. You better work, honey. Yeah. Bye. So that's it for this episode. I hope you found something inspiring with my conversation with Kimberly. If you did, head over to the Remix Your World Facebook group. Let us know. Or if you are an IG person, that tends to be where I am the most. Take a screenshot with your phone, tag me, tag her, tell us what you loved. We would both love to hear from you. I am going to link up all of her information in the show notes so that you can go and listen to all of her amazing music, including my remix of her little tune, You're Good For Me. So thank you so much for spending some time with us today, and I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, rate and review in iTunes. I would greatly appreciate it. If you have any feedback or any other artists you would love for me to talk to or topics, shoot me an email, podcast@remixyourworld.com. You can also shoot me a DM at Instagram. I'm pretty active there as well. That's about it. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.